Yo, big up to everyone. What's up, man? How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another video on SHIK TV. Um, for a change, it's not United stuff. It's not no Mud Brothers stuff. We're actually doing a preview to another London derby yet again. So last week we did do one for the North London derby, Spurs versus Arsenal, with Tony and Mdinero on the channel. We do have Mdinero back today again, and this time we are previewing Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur at the Bridge, which will take place tomorrow. So I do know currently there's a Champions League game going on. Everyone's watching that, but I do appreciate everyone who's dropped in so far and said big up and dropped a like and all that type of stuff. Big up to Stephanie G, big up to Will, big up to Scooby, Prime, and also AJ as well. And speaking of which, speaking of Prime, actually, we do have Prime in the building as well because since we are doing the Chelsea Spurs preview, we do need to also have some Chelsea fans and some Spurs fans. So we got Prime, Will. We also have Mdinero in the building as well. Let me switch this around real quick. But real quick, how are you guys doing today, man? We'll start off with Prime.
Yeah, man. I'm good. It's been a productive day. Went to work and stuff and went to the gym. So let's talk about the two worst clubs in London.
As of this season, yes, definitely. But yeah, fair enough. Glad to see that you're doing well, man. Will, how you doing today, bro? Long time seeing you on the channel again.
Yeah, man, I'm doing
Is she
good.
back?
I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. You know, I'm just a bit tired of my club. They're just effing around too much, bro. Now I'm emotionally detached, bro, from the club now, so it's peak. But other than that, man, I'm happy to be back and talk about Chelsea. You know, hopefully we get it done tomorrow. But you don't know with this team, man. So yeah, we'll see.
I hear you. And De Niro, how you doing, my bro?
I'm good still. Big up. Let me hopefully get a little W. As you can tell, I couldn't care less, but you get me. Hopefully we get a W. But yeah, man, big up.
Two London derbies back to back. Big week for Spurs, obviously. You know, if you guys do end up losing, I think the top four does slip away. So we'll start off with there. We'll start off with you, Mdinero. Thoughts on the game, man? How are you feeling? All that type of stuff. Like, talk about just the team and stuff in general too. And I'm gonna bring up a couple of things, but I'll let you give us your thoughts about the game first before I do bring all that stuff up.
Stamford Bridge already. That's a techie ground for us to go to already. We already know how results usually go when we touch Stamford Bridge. It's never really that great in all my lifetime. You get me? So it's never really been that great. Going into this game, just because of how bad Chelsea can be, I'm still not sure if obviously if Spurs can still get the W. You get me? But I think it's gonna come down to. I feel like Chelsea, obviously, they can exploit once again this high line that we have because they got players like Nicholas Jackson who in behind can very much drag centre backs and do a lot of work there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Cole Palmer will be playing too, so that's another problem added to the list. Even players like obviously Madueke himself, like you get me, with a high line, it gives him an opportunity as well to exploit that because he's got pace too. And I feel like obviously players like himself, when there's space in behind, because I feel like I align him with similar to those players like Martinelli and them, where if there's space in behind, they can very much exploit it. So, like, I just think it's just going to be one of them games where it could go, like with Spurs, like I said with the Arsenal game, it can go two ways. It could go right or it can go very left. Similar to what happened when we played against Chelsea in the reverse fixture. It could have gone right, but it went very left. So that's just how I see this game. And obviously, I just think, obviously, with Udogie out for the rest of the season, it's looking very, very tight for us because I feel like with the way that we play, we need every player for this system, innit? Every player that fits this system. If one goes missing, we've already seen how it can crumble. So yeah, man, like I think the manager needs to it's not even a risk. I think the manager needs to play Dragusin, just see if he can try to fit Dragusin left back. I know the manager likes left-sided players who are left-footed, but I think he's just got to go against that for this game and play Dragusin and just see how he can handle that left-back position or find somebody else or even in fact, like, because the thing is I don't want to see no Emerson Royale, none of these guys in it. But yeah, man, I'll be real. Dragerson, you should see if you can fit Dragerson in there, because I know he's not going to obviously change the way that we play or how we set up. So you may as well try to fit Dragerson in there. He needs to start Basuma. He needs to start Pat Matassa, and he needs to start James Maddison. That's the midfield three that I need to see in it, because the last midfield three, as we've seen, was not good at all. Bentancur, since he's come back, kind of been, not even kind of, has been struggling. Højbjerg, never been anything special anyways, useless to me, in my opinion. And and then obviously Maddison obviously has not been up to form either. But what I'll say about Maddison is, at least you get me, that he can pull out a bit of magic at some point in the game if needed, if needs be. And I feel like Maddison will perform better with the other two, with Pat Matassa and Basuma beside him. So yeah, man. And then obviously, as for the front line, Son just needs to amp his game up. When you get chances, needs to finish his chances when it comes. I think this game will be heavily based on who can get the, like, similar to the Arsenal game, who can get the first goal, man. That's where I think it will go. Who can get the first goal and just put themselves in that position to step forth. But obviously, like I said, because it's Chelsea, even if Chelsea did get the first goal, I wouldn't be too worried, because when it was Arsenal, obviously that's a whole different opposition. But I do still believe that whoever gets the first goal will be the team that wins the game. But yeah, man, like, front line just needs to be on the same game. If Brennan Johnson starts, then he needs to perform the same way he performed when he came on the pitch against Arsenal, because it was actually a decent performance he put on. He showed the type of zeal to want to win the game. So yeah, man, like, I just think based on all of those things, I feel like that will be the way. If we're going to win, that's how we win. If we're going to play with this high line, that's how we win. But as for, like I said, us losing the game, I feel like what could be the problem is the high line once again. As like I said, you got Nicholas Jackson, who we've seen now in the past few recent games when he played against City. You get me dragging defenders, you get me running defenders all over the pitch. So yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting game, to be fair, because nobody actually, if we're all being honest, we all know that nobody actually really knows how this game is gonna go, because both teams are so iffy. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Big up, fair enough. Also do want to welcome Jez in the building. He is here right now. Big up to you, Jez. How you doing today, man?
Yo, what's everyone saying, man? Big up.
Big up, bro.
You already know, man. Chilling. We chilling. Let me just move around people real quick. Cool. There we go. So, Jez, since you're here, we were kind of just talking about, I was just getting the Spurs perspective, thoughts into the game and stuff like that. I did also want to bring up something real quick just to kind of show the injury reports. So I think Ange, let's see. Yeah, so Anne says Postecoglou on team news, not good. We've had a couple of injuries. Timo with his hamstring. So, of course, now Timo's also out of the season for the rest of the season. With only 2 to 3 weeks or so left, he'll miss the rest of the season. Ben Davies got a calf injury in the game, and that's the rest of his season as well. So, who are you guys going to play left back? That's my question.
I think it's going to be Emerson.
I know you're trying to... Emerson.
Yeah, I think Emerson's going to be left back, yeah. I don't see...
And then who plays right back then?
Paul's
right back. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, Paul's, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be Emerson left back, because I think it would be too late to experiment scenarios where you play Van der Ven as a left back and then maybe bring in Radu. I think this is something maybe you can start introducing from next season, the preseason. But I think this season, I just don't see it happening.
Fair enough. Well, with that being said, your thoughts on the game, bro? Injuries, for Chelsea too, of course, and we'll get into that when we do talk to the Chelsea guys. But just your thoughts on the game. I know you're kind of checked out mentally with Spurs, kind of just like how Mdinero is, kind of just like how I am with United too. But London Derby's a London Derby. Got to win the game. It's crucial for you guys because you guys are still technically in the top 4 race. I don't think it's completely over yet. Villa,
it's over.
Yeah, you think it's over? Okay.
I think it's over. I think if you wanted to do anything, then you should have done it against Arsenal, maybe. But
should have beat Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, like just to stay. To be fair, even if you beat Arsenal, just to stay in it. I think with the tally now, I think it's not even. It's just too many. It's just too many points to catch up. I think it's like we would need to win 3 games and then hope that Villa loses. Also, the amount of games. I just don't see it happening with the amount of games coming up now.
Right. Okay. But yeah, just your thoughts on the game, predictions, all that type of stuff. What do you think? Do you think going to be a difficult one with your injuries and stuff like that? Do you think you're going to play a lot similar to how you played against Arsenal? How would you like to play? Basically, all those type of questions, Jez.
I don't know, like obviously there's things that I would like to do and things that what the manager likes to do. But I'll be honest, like even if I do the things that I would like to see, I don't think that they would majorly impact our these games that we could have coming up.
Okay.
Like I don't know, it's the one because I talked about it before in the group chat. I talked about it before in general, even on sarcasm years ago as well. Like Stamford Bridge isn't just a place where we just go there, even when Chelsea is part and still get results, and when we actually the better team. So now when we even now it's a scenario where we say Chelsea's not maybe in their best form right now, which is true, but we aren't either. Like yes, we've been getting results prior to the last two games, but then even then I look at the kind of like the way the games go, and I'm like, it's just things that I have not seen, things that I have seen that I just don't like from a personal standpoint, which I think can be fixed, but for whatever reason, obviously Ange doesn't believe that he has to do it this season, and obviously I think our position in terms of getting European football is quite safe. I think we should be realistically. I think we finished in fifth because all the other teams are just trash around us as well. I think United just keep dropping points, like United not being able to get 3 points against Burnley. Chelsea dropping points inconsistently. Yes, they did well for the comeback. Obviously, they may have gotten cheated. Who knows? I didn't even watch the highlights back, to be honest, but I saw the rumors, but still dropped points. Newcastle dropped points against Palace. Like, I think our position is quite safe, to be honest, for Europa League football. And I think, like I mentioned already, Champions League football is out of our hands. And to turn that tie around, that would mean you have to beat one of the bigger teams, which is City, Liverpool, and obviously Chelsea left. And then you have to also make sure you win the Burnley game, which they're still fighting for relegation, and obviously then the Sheffield game, which is the last game of the season. So I don't know. It's one of them ones where even if we win the game, I guess it's more about pride and who gets the last laugh. But in reality, for me, if you ask from my personal standpoint, I just don't really have too much care for this game because I don't think there's any stakes in this game, in my opinion. I don't think it will impact our season any worse as it has been already.
Right. Fair enough. Cool. Now we'll go. I do have a couple of questions like regarding this fixture and just certain players and stuff like that, but we'll introduce the Chelsea guys first. So Prime, we'll go to you. Your thoughts on this game? How you feeling? Confident? Not confident? Last time, obviously, you guys, thrashed Spurs 4-1. Nico Jackson scoring a hat trick. You think it's going to be something of that sort this time around too at the Bridge, or what is it going to be?
I am confident that we'll beat Spurs.
Okay.
Spurs have been like, for the majority of the season anyway, they've been really good. They've surprised me in the fact of I didn't think they'd be consistent enough to go for top four. And as bad as we may have been this season, we've shown against sides, the top sides, that we can like rise up to their level, or at least drag them down to our level, you can say. And Spurs right now, their last few games, they've been like inconsistent and all over the place. Taking the Arsenal game aside, because I think that 6-0 is a bit of an anomaly. They've also got injuries to certain key players. I know Doki. Maddison has been awful since his injury. Basuma hasn't looked good lately either. Their forward line only consists of Son, and he's been, in my opinion, I think he's been poor lately. I think as the only thing they've got is the fact that they've got their manager, but I think Spurs are kind of there for the taking. Yes, Chelsea also have injuries as well, but we've been dealing with that all season. Chelsea are inconsistent, but we've been inconsistent all season. I think this game could be a basketball game, quite end to end. There'll be times when Chelsea will have possession, control of the game. There'll be times Spurs will have possession and control of the game. There'll be a lot of missed chances from both sides. It'll get quite heated.
Did Prime break up?
Maybe a player will get sent off.
Prime froze. Yeah, he froze. Yeah.
Sorry, did I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you just froze a little bit. Just that last sentence. Yeah. You could repeat it. Yeah.
Oh, what did you guys last hear me say?
Yeah.
You're talking about your players with injuries and all that. Spurs
Oh yeah,
progress and all that. Yeah,
yeah. We have injuries, but like we've been dealing with that all season. Um, but like I still believe we'll have enough to beat Spurs. The game will be like end to end, like a basketball game. There'll be periods when we will like dominate and have possession and have chances. There'll be periods when Spurs will dominate and have chances. Like we'll miss chances, Spurs will miss chances. The game will get quite heated because it normally gets heated between our two teams. To in the last, you could say like 7 or 8, 9 years. A player could probably get sent off. Um, but yeah, I believe we'll do enough to win the game. It'll be close, regardless of what happens. The game will be very close. I don't think we'll like wipe you guys out or anything. But like the game will be very close.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go to you if you're still here. Your thoughts on the game, bro? How you feeling? All that type of stuff.
Nah, man. Prime pretty much summed it up. I'm expecting us to put in a good performance, man. We always seem to turn up against these bigger teams. It happened in the away game in the Nico Jackson Arena, man. Dunked on them, man. Scored a hat trick, and yeah, it was calm. So I'm just hoping for more of the same stuff. Romero to lose his head again, something like that. And man, I'm just hoping to have a good night, man. But if we lose, we lose. We move, man. It don't do anything. I think the season's already over. Don't look like we're getting Europe, but if results go away, we can do something. But yeah, like Pram said, a lot of injuries as well. I think the list is up to 14, man. We got a better team of injuries than Burnley does footballers, man. So man, it's peak, but it is what it is. So yeah, not so much to say, man. We move, man. Let's hope for a good game tomorrow, but I think it will be an end-to-end game as well. If Chelsea take the chances, man, we could have a Nico Jackson hat-trick again. But you never know with that guy.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. So we pretty much got everyone's thoughts on the game and stuff. There's a couple of things that I do want to bring up, and I did kind of see it today. And this regards both of your teams because this specific player is actually linked to Tottenham, and we're going to talk about Conor Gallagher real quick. Reason why we're going to talk about Conor Gallagher is because there has been a tweet, and I'm going to. Oh, actually, Scooby was kind enough to post it just now, so perfect.
Oh,
thank
of course he was.
Spoos is waiting for this, huh? But he says thoughts from the Chelsea lads on this. CFC fans have organized a gigantic Conor Gallagher banner for tomorrow. We'll carry the message Chelsea since birth ahead of facing Tottenham. I think he was going to try to basically complete the quote, but it's all good. You can post it. My whole thing is on this. And that's exactly what I was just going to say. Gallagher gets a banner before Kante at the club, at Chelsea. Crazy. But you Chelsea fans, will go to you, Prime, first. Your thoughts on this, bro? Obviously, you're a little new on the channel. This is your second video, so you can kind of let us know your thoughts on Conor Gallagher himself. But yeah, thoughts on this whole banner thing. I think it's absolutely crazy because I don't think Gallagher has done even close to enough to warrant something like a banner. Like you make banners for players like John Terry. You would make a banner for someone like Ashley Cole, for like Drogba, even for a Kante. I would make one for a Kante, but Conor Gallagher is absolutely crazy. So Prime, thoughts on that.
But he plays for the badge and he is proper Chelsea, man. Let's have it right. Come on.
I think that's why the banner was made. But yeah, I guess that's just what that's I guess what you can call a good player just because he shows more heart rather than what he actually does on the pitch. So hey, if he's proper Chelsea, keep him, right? That's just I guess what some of these Chelsea ultras are going for. But yeah, man, your thoughts on the banner and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you want a player that shows heart, give me 100K a week, I'll show heart. But yeah, Gallagher. I'll speak on Gallagher as a player first.
Yeah, go on.
Listen, I know I crash on him a lot, but that's not necessarily to do with Gallagher. It's how he's perceived in the fan base. But him as a player, I've always said this about Gallagher, and I've kind of said the same thing about Mount up until the last year where he just became like an absolute CUNT, for lack of a better word. But with Gallagher, if he's in the right system and the right environment, I think he can be a very important squad player for a title-winning team. Kind of like, not to the same quality, but like how Chi Park was important for Man United. Like a player you can use in a squad where in certain big games you can bring him, he can play, and he can do like a tactical battle on a player or something. Like I think he can be that sort of player and I think he can be that for Chelsea. The big problem I have with Gallagher is how he's perceived in the fan base, and that was the same problem I had with Mount. This love fest Chelsea fans now have for Cobham players, because they're from the academy, that automatically means that they get and understand the club. That's why people were so defensive for Mount, and that's why people like me were so against him, that they will defend players that are from Cobham, even if they are not a quality player. I don't see this same amount of defense for players like, for example, Christensen. People forget this guy left on a free to Barcelona, and besides Lewis, there's not really enough of a fanfare about him. This guy left the club as a world class, or on the cusp of becoming a world class centre back. No Chelsea fans complained, but yet we're gonna complain about Mason Mount leaving to Man United and Gallagher potentially leaving to Spurs or Newcastle. Why? They're not worth complaining about. Mount, maybe I kind of understand because he got an assist in the Champions League final and stuff like that. So maybe I can kind of understand them being upset and getting a banner for him, maybe. But Gallagher, I don't understand. I don't understand the fanfare and the importance of banners. This wasn't a thing when I was like when I don't like when I was growing up. You know why? Because Chelsea were actually good. We were actually competing and winning titles. We were winning trophies. So no one cared about these academy players. This is not a thing. Shouldn't be that important. It's only important now because we're not doing well. So people want something to kind of hang on to. And you want a player to hang on to? Reece James. As much as I crash on Reece James for not staying fit, talent-wise, he's one of the best English players. So why don't we back and support him? Give Reece a banner. Give even Cole Palmer. He's only been here a year, but he could potentially finish as a top goal scorer in the league or top assister in the league.
Boot. Yeah.
If you want, give him a banner, but like don't give it to Gallagher because what? And use the excuse of, they're getting rid of our academy players. Newsflash, people. The majority of our academy players they're not good enough for where Chelsea are supposed to be. If we want to get back to being title challengers and title winners, we shouldn't be relying on Gallagher to be part of our starting 11. Gallagher himself, I don't have a problem with. He actually, unlike Mount, he actually cares. He actually wants to stay. He's not being linked with rumors away. He's not, downing tools and not playing for the whole season like what Mount did last season. He wasn't injured, by the way, people. He just was refusing to play. He's not making TikToks with social media influencers while pretending to be injured. Gallagher actually wants to stay. He actually wants to fight. And him as a person, as a personality, I like that around my club. The big problem with Gallagher is how he's perceived, and that sort of stuff I want gone. And the thing is, it will never really truly go away because when he leaves, they'll just go on to someone else. They'll go on to Gilchrist or another player, which is very much unfortunate. And that's something that Man United have with our own club. These stand culture for players that are not worth being stands of. If you're a stand of like a Hazard or a Ronaldo or whatever, like I understand that. That makes so much sense. But someone like Gallagher, with all due respect to him, doesn't deserve you dying on a hill for. He doesn't. It's not worth it. And people spending. And what really is funny is it came out that they were apparently going to increase season tickets, and Chelsea fans were annoyed about that because we're in this cost of living crisis. Yet you're willing to give your money to pay for a Conor Gallagher banner.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense
Crazy.
to me. It's so weird. And the fact that we're gonna showcase this banner when we play Spurs of all clubs, which he could potentially be going to, like that, like I don't know, like I don't know. To me, like it's weird. It's very like it's very very weird. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything more I can really say. Like, just just nothing more I can say without maybe getting a bit like vulgar, I guess. But like,
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I don't get why fans like are like this. Like, if people like, like this is the hill. That this is the reason why that they don't like the owners, because we're getting rid of these academy players. If we were keeping these academy players, they were doing but like our owners were still doing the exact same things, no one will be complaining. But because we're getting rid of these academy players, that's a problem. Not the fact of we're having back mid-table finishes. Not the fact of Poch has still been allowed to continuously fail all season and still be Chelsea manager. Not the fact of we don't know who's going to be our manager next season potentially. Not the fact of Chelsea still do not have a consistent goal scorer to rely on. Not the fact of we've conceded the most amount of goals since I can remember in a season. Not the fact of we don't have a recognized centre-back partnership, or we don't have a consistent left-back that we can rely on. No, what is the sticking point is the fact of Conor Gallagher could be sold. That's that makes me laugh so much. And this goes back to when I say I hate Chelsea fans. That is the problem you have. Not the fact of we are shambles and a laughing stock of a club. Not the fact of we've spent $1 billion and we are no closer to challenging for anything or winning anything. Not the fact of we haven't won in Wembley in the final in about 7 or 8 attempts. That's not a problem. But Gallagher being sold is your problem. I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. I completely agree. It makes no sense because one, when it comes to banners and stuff like this, right? Like I said before, I named some players who I think would be worthy of a banner, right? And that is probably with the fact that they've probably had a successful season that year too for them to warrant to create a banner for them. I look at this whole Chelsea season, and even though Cole Palmer's had an amazing year, if I look at this whole team, I really like, and I say this in this way in terms of how the team has been this whole year, I don't think anyone's worthy of a banner this season. It's been terrible. Like, it's been absolutely garbage from Chelsea this season, right? And I completely agree with you. I think there are much, much bigger problems at the club than this whole trying to save Conor Gallagher. This whole like academy product thing, like I get it if you were trying to retain your academy product, like your academy products and stuff like that. But what if they're shit? Like, are you just going to retain them just so that you can tell people that, hey, we actually have academy people still at the club. We give them chances. They play. But how do they play? That's my whole thing. Because if you ask, and you mentioned this too, he's being linked to Spurs, who you guys are playing tomorrow. I could ask Spurs fans. I don't even have to ask Mdinero and Jez about this right now. I just know they're going to say, we don't want Conor Gallagher. Nobody wants Conor Gallagher. So it's like, that's the whole thing about... Go on, Prime. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, when I say, I go back and I say, for the most part, our academy talent is not that good, and people argue with me. Well, where are our talent getting sold to? He's being linked to, last January, he was being linked to Everton, relegation side, West Ham have been doing good lately, but in reality, a mid-table side. Newcastle, where he will not start games consistently. Spurs are a top 6 side, but like we all banter them for not winning anything. So like, what is he going to do there? He's still not going to win anything. That's to be a top 6 side. Like, he's not being linked to any sort of big club. Dortmund just scored. Wow. He's not being linked to a big side. Mason Mount, who we sold, that Chelsea fans cried about. We sold him to Man United, and even though United are a big club, they haven't won any major trophies in a decade. So our academy player that you guys love aren't doing anything. If as much as Reece James is injury prone, if he was to be sold this summer, he'd get links to Real Madrid and Man City, because that's the talent that he is. Levi Colwill, Liverpool were willing to spend 70 mil on him. So like that, and those two are actually quality academy players. The rest are like average, and that's okay. But let's just be honest about what players are. Don't hold them to a high standard they're not able to live up to.
Yeah, 100%. And that's some of the issues that I actually have with some of our like fan base itself, and also players in our team as well. Like, you see one clip you see one skill move in one game, and it could be against like a Luton, or it could be against like a Coventry or a Newport, and then our fan base gasses these players like it's crazy. Like they've never seen a talent like this before. He's the next Ronaldo. He's this. He's the next this. He's the next that. It's just crazy to me, man. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to Will. Will, let me get your thoughts on Conor Gallagher. I know you've been on this channel like a couple of times, and you've always talked shit about Conor Gallagher. Thoughts about this whole banner thing, man? Like this, like again, the fact that I just keep bringing it up that they're making a banner for Conor Gallagher, it's just crazy. Like I don't ever think these words would come out of my mouth. A banner for Conor Gallagher. That's crazy, man. But
yeah, man, it's peak, bro. We gave a Roadrunner a banner, man. I could name about, if you gave me some time, about 50 players that deserve a banner over this scrub. I don't know what this like this. I don't know how to describe it in a nice way, but they're just kind of sucking off these academy players that aren't good, mate. Like next up's gonna be Gilchrist with the banner. Yeah, just know I'll be blocking that guy on all socials because I will not be wanting to see that getting posted up because it's long. He ain't good either. And then after that, it'll be the next academy player. That's obviously, I got to put in, they got to be white as well because they got to match the proper Chelsea definition, you know what I mean? So it's peak,
Right.
bro. But hey, I hope he just puts in a man of the match performance tomorrow, innit? Long story short, we need to get him gone so Spurs can pay up their 60 mil or however much they want for this guy. So man of the match performance, please, tomorrow. That's all I'm asking for. So then Mdinero can buy their number one target in centre mid. You know what I mean? And add them to the collection with Werner as well for 16 million. So that's like quality 80 million.
Easy.
80 million for the two Chelsea rejects.
Hey, easy, bro. Relax. Easy.
Hey, fair enough. Jez,
long story
we'll go
short,
to you.
It's stupid, man.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's stupid, man. Like,
there's
literally no words for it. Can't be doing that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Jez, we'll go to you because you're currently not happy with the number 10 at your club, and there's another number 10 that's being linked to your club right now. So would you take Conor Gallagher over James Maddison, Jez?
See, first and foremost, I consider. Oh shit! Sorry, 1 sec. I consider. I think I consider Conor Gallagher as like a obviously considering retiring since last season. I consider it more as an 8 for the club rather than an actual number 10 or /8 in this team.
Yeah.
See, Brian pretty much tackled most of the things that I think about Conor Gallagher as a player. Like I talk about my dislike about the player in terms of me just thinking that his skills, basically in the best midfield when everybody plays to the best of capabilities, in my opinion, you just wouldn't start for me. Like I should have Maddison, but if Maddison plays at his best, Zuma plays at his best, Sarr plays at the best. I think all three of them, this is just a start midfield by default. And I feel like we're trying to use the situation of the fact that this summer we're definitely going to be struggling with homegrown players. So that's why I think we even get linked to a lot of English players. Like he's not like Gallagher is not the only English player I've seen us getting linked to this summer. He's just one of multiple ones I think we are currently being linked with. Brian's right. I think as a squad player, he's necessarily not the worst player that you can have. Like if you have this guy coming off the bench, or because the whole point of squad players are that they come in either if guys from the bench, guys starters get injured, or if they're there to make up homegrown numbers. I think the issue with him is mainly the price tag. I think considering what he's gone into this last year of his contract, paying 50 million, I think this would be ludicrous. And I think, me personally, that's why I think there's more chance of us even signing Ron because of the fact there's such a cheaper deal, even though I don't want it to happen, but the fact that that's more of a beneficial deal to do actually, rather than go and spend 50 million for Gallagher. When in reality, he just wouldn't start in the midfield. And I know there's certain Spurs fans who will be happy to have Gallagher at the club, but for me, it's like, why are we trying to waste that type of money when we have clear issues in the team, like the wingers, like the striker, like the backup fullbacks. Everybody's currently complaining about our backups at fullbacks are not good enough, and we still need another centre back, in my opinion. I want competition for Maddison. We need a starting number 6. So I'm talking about multiple like I'm talking about multiple positions that need to be tackled, and we're talking about a guy that I think is not a bad player to have necessarily, but it's also not a guy that would necessarily help us raise the level because I feel like because I'm talking about I'm here for a long-term manager who wants to be here and bring success to the football club. But for me, in order to do that, every season I need to see a level of progress. Now, if you sign Conor Gallagher, do I gonna see progress? No, because I don't think he's even gonna be starting for us.
Yeah.
And then wasting money, and then the fact that we know we haven't spent I think we spent last summer well, but the issue is that we're not gonna spend in big portions on a lot of loads of players. I think that's another issue. Like, and I talked about these issues multiple times enough. Where this summer upcoming is going to be very important for not just how our next season is going to go, but in my opinion, this season, our summer next season, and all summer upcoming will impact, in my opinion, if the manager even going to be in the job next season, if he's going to be surviving next season. So I feel like signing Conor Gallagher for me is like, okay, you signed him as a player that you've been chasing for a long time, and I can understand uses that you want him to have in the team, but considering how much issues we have in the team. Udogi's, by the way, I've seen the report. Udogi's not even going to be there for the start of the next season. So who's going to play left back? And these are the things that I'm talking about. The fact that you need to go and find a left back. The fact that you need to go and find a number 6. The fact that you need to go and get rid of guys properly as well. Like for me, it's just it's the type of guy. If you were to go, because I think Conor Gallagher has like a year left. If you really want him that badly to make up the numbers. Go and get him on the free next year then, because I feel like it just would be stupid to go and pay all that money. And me personally, I don't even see it happening. Like these reports just been going on, and I think a lot of people are just nervous in terms, not obviously because a lot of people just don't want him. Oh shit! One sec, I'm watching the Dortmund game by the way. I'm sorry.
You're good. Yeah,
no, but I think obviously a lot of our fan base don't want him, and I don't want him personally too because of the reason that I just literally said. But on a free, and then you say six choice, 7 choice midfielder, you help the homegrown numbers. I wouldn't mind it, but for 50 million now, but yeah, even then, I don't think we're gonna pay the 50 million. Like I think last season when he had 2 years left, we refused to pay 40 million, and we clearly have other issues that we want to tackle for this upcoming summer. We want to buy a striker as well, which be in this market as well. Buying a striker, unless you go and find a gem in the market, you will have to spend big money as well. So unless Levy is just gonna say, you know what, we bringing the big guns out, and we spend bare money in the summer, which I don't see happening. I just don't see that whole Conor Gallagher thing happening. So I think it's just again paper talk. Matt Law just recycling a lot of news. That he's been known from last year. I don't even think he has even Tottenham links anymore since Conte left. Like the only guy that he had Tottenham links with was Hitchin, who left the club a long time ago, and who else? Conte literally, like I said, because he had a good relationship, I think, with Conte at Chelsea before. So now that these guys are gone, I think he doesn't. I think it's a lot of guesswork in my opinion, but because obviously there is credibility with him. Obviously, that's why it just carries weight. What he says carries weight. Like I think, because I went on and actually read the report, it says that we're interested in Santiago Jimenez from final, but Spurs reporters been putting out that he's not a target for this summer. So you got a Chelsea reporter saying that we want Santiago Jimenez as one of our main targets for the striker position, but then the Spurs reporters putting out that he's not. So it's kind of like conflicting. So like I said, I think these reports that I've been seeing are just things that are just recycling what happened in January as well. Whole January, people saying Tottenham's gonna go to Chelsea and try to put a bid in. No, we're not gonna put a bid in if the offer is not gonna if the price is gonna be ridiculous. And I think even the most Conor Gallagher to Tottenham fans that I've seen on the timeline even disagree with the fact that we should pay him 50 million. So I think all to kind of add my thoughts on this, just don't sign him for 50 million. I think it's just pointless. I think it would ruin our summer in terms of trying to sign other guys because it just limits our budget. And if Ance's still here in the 3rd season, sign him on the free if you really, really want him. But that's just my thoughts on it.
Jez, I got a question real quick.
Go
You
on.
said
Yeah.
you need a left back, yeah, because Udoji's injured and you need homegrown players, yeah. You want to have Ben Chilwell by any chance?
Nah, I'm good, man. Like I talk about this whole left back thing later, left back and right back thing later, innit? But nah, I'm good. I'm good considering that Chelsea's probably gonna ask for 70 million or some shit.
Yeah, maybe you can get a nice cut
Fair
price
enough.
deal if you get
They probably
Gallagher with
will.
him. You can get a nice
Nah.
cut price deal with Gallagher with him.
Chilwell's not available. Apparently, we're looking to sell both Matson and Kukurea.
For
Yeah,
fuck's
selling
sake,
Maxim's
man.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, for the neutrals who are watching this video who aren't really, fans of Conor Gallagher, who haven't really watched him play, this kind of sums it up for you guys. We have both sets of teams who Conor Gallagher currently employs at and is also being linked to, saying that there are bigger problems at the club than Conor Gallagher, than to be worried about Conor Gallagher. So that itself should just pretty much say everything for you guys. But Mdinero, we'll go to you. Your thoughts on this whole Conor Gallagher thing, bro?
Yeah, see what it is, bro. Man's gonna keep this nice and short and sharp for you. Like, I ain't got time to be this type of player, bro. This guy's see for me, bro. Man, I don't want to see Conor Gallagher anywhere near my club. I don't want to see him in my club as a squad player. I don't want to see him in my club as a 50 million player. I don't want to see him in my club as a 20 M's player. I don't want to see this guy in my club. You know what it is? I think obviously at the end of the day, I agree with what people say about like being a squad player. But you see me right now, bro. Like, it's just one of those ones where we're in a process of trying to do something here. We're trying to get a trophy or whatever it is. We're trying to find the right fit for our club and whatever. And I feel like if you're gonna waste 50 M's on this guy, bro, then you're showing me from the get-go that you're not serious about what you're trying to do here. Like, that's just me straight away. You can't. There's no point in spending 50 M's on Conor Gallagher, bro. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, at the end of the day, it's just, to me personally, it's just adding dead weight to the club, because eventually, bro, he's gonna end up cutting. I'll be real. Like, even if he came, there will be a point where he will end up leaving, and it's just gonna be like, why did we buy him in the first place? And obviously, this might not happen, but it's still a possibility. The worst thing that could ever happen is buying him and then signing Timo Werner on top of that, bro. That's just two things that would just really rattle me. So, like, just keeping it short and sharp, man, I don't want to see Conor Gallagher nowhere near my club, man. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not saying that he's a rubbish player, but there's certain players that just belong in certain teams, and those are mid-table teams. That's why when he went Crystal Palace on loan, he did an all right job when he was there, innit? So at the end of the day, and that's why them proper Chelsea fans gassed him, innit, because of his little loan spell that he had there. And obviously he did all right, and then obviously they were over gassing him, saying when he comes back to the team, he's gonna do this and that. But bro, he hasn't done half of the stuff you lot thought he was gonna do. So yeah man, nah. Conor Gallagher, nah, impossible.
Fair enough. And yeah, people, we're not going to keep it too long of a stream, of course, because all of us trying to watch the Champions League and stuff like that. So one more segment that we're going to go through that I'm going to ask the Tottenham fans real quick, and then we're going to do a combined 11 along with our match predictions. To the Tottenham people. So I've kind of been seeing Spurs this season just itself. I like Ange. I like the way he plays. His football, his style, all that type of stuff. The high line though, it's something to think about. But yeah, but it is what it is. My question is to both of you guys, and we'll start off with Jez. Is because I see a lot of the Tottenham fan base, and I wouldn't say a lot of them. I'd say most of them kind of have this blind faith in Ange. And I feel like that started from earlier on this season when you guys were a little bit in that title race, those conversations, all that type of stuff. What is your thoughts on Ange so far up until today? And then also, are you kind of looking at Ange a little bit different, funny, because he's being linked to players like Conor Gallagher and, Timo Werner, and it looks like these might be his decisions to sign these type of players. I could be wrong, but your whole thoughts on this whole Ange thing so far, his tenure, and what you would like to see from him next season, and all that type of stuff before you obviously start asking those questions. But what is yours, Jez?
Yo, sorry, my bad. I wasn't listening. My bad. I was just muted. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Basically, I've been hearing like I've been talking to a couple of Spurs fans here and there. I see some of them are big fans of Ange, and I know some like you criticize Ange when he needs to be criticized and stuff like that. What is like your whole thing about Ange so far into the season? And also just going into next season, like, are you kind of looking at Ange a little bit different? The fact that he's been being, linked to players like Conor Gallagher and Timo Werner and stuff like that next year at the club. You obviously named all these different signings that you would want to have. But yeah, just your thoughts about Ange next season. What would basically he have to do for you to be Ange out, basically?
I've been talking about the season. Like for me,
Yeah.
obviously there's some people that have grown impatient and just can't take the
Yeah.
fact that the team isn't just as good as people thought it was. And I said to people at the start of the season that obviously I was loving definitely the start of the season when it was crazy in a crazy form, but I said that one obviously before we got the injuries, I was saying, okay, how long can we keep this form going? Or are these guys playing to the capabilities that they can play to? And this is their levels under this manager, or is it just a form? And when they drop, and if they start dropping in form, we're gonna see that, and we're starting to see more of their levels on a lower level. How then this team is gonna look like? And um, obviously, then after the injuries, I said, let me see how some of these guys come back from injuries and help the team. Certain guys, I think, have absolutely not risen to the occasions anymore since they came back from injuries. Certain guys been playing actually well, I think, throughout the whole season. Certain guys been just terrible all along. So it's like it's a mixture of this team, and I think it just shows again my worries when we gotten into this season, saying like, how is this gonna team look like without Kane? The first season without Kane after like so many years. And when I look at the season, like me personally, it's been a disappointing it's been a bit of disappointing 2024, but does it make me now believe like this season has been terrible, or I think like some people in our fan base would like to say it's been a dreadful season, when in reality, I think we currently still overachieving in my opinion in terms of where we probably gonna finish up. Because I think I had us finishing outside top 8 again or top 7 again. In terms of so basically saying I didn't think we was gonna make Europe. Can expectation change throughout the season? Yes. But then as we started getting through to the second half of the season, I kind of see like, okay, this team is just not gonna thing. And I said this Arsenal, obviously we got splashed 4-0 by Newcastle, and this Newcastle backline was crazy in the midfield. So I was like, 15 days, let's see how this team reacts. Let's see who the guys who's been playing us like 2024, in my opinion, like Madison, Kulusevski, for example, these two in particularly. I said, you know what? Let's see all these guys with roles in a very important game for a lot of Tottenham fans, which is the North London derby. Obviously, they didn't respond at all.
Yeah.
Some people say we played well in the game. Me personally, I don't think so. I think it's just the fact. I think Arsenal were just comfortable, and I think a lot of guys just look busy out there, and Arsenal just let 2 goals slip. But I feel like we run great against them, and I think all the issues that I think I have with the manager was pretty much displayed in the first half. The second goal, and the two obviously in the first and third goal. Pretty much we've been asked defending set pieces. We can't defend set pieces for shit. And the fact that it's just the amount of players that we try to at times to push out and push up the field, and then the fact that our players have 0 brain cells, aka Madison, giving the ball cheaply and well in the penalty box, trying to flop for a penalty, and then Arsenal 2-3 passes, boom, already a goal, and it's like, and then the fact that Davis is not the quickest. Like this is what I kind of like. You guys rated Dave. It's like you guys rating Davis like he's a doggy or some shit. Nah, he's just not gonna go and do it. So I feel like this is where I say, from the manager's tactical standpoint, I think he could have done better there in trying to adjust the fact that Doggy's not there. Davis is not just gonna go and stop with Saka in a 1v1 situation there, especially with the amount of space Saka had as well for that second goal. But overall, with the manager, no, I've been calm with him. I'm definitely not currently in a situation where I feel like any negative towards the manager. Has he shown kind of a couple of red flags? Definitely he has, but he has shown a lot of good things where I feel like he can definitely improve on, which I want to see in the preseason, where I want to see improvements in terms of how's his team going to elevate from this season to next season, and trying to actually push maybe in the Europa League, trying to push the cup competition. So, but as I said, the good things, the bad things, example, which you talked about, what maybe can turn me into the manager out is, for example, how we move in the summer. Because I feel like our summer is going to be so important for him to stay in the job next season. But if he goes and spends 50 million on Conor Gallagher, if you go and spend 70 million on Timo Werner, which is going to take all away from the budget, I don't think we're going to buy certain players, which will then hinder us to really go and get these guys in. Like Mdinero was saying, we need to get guys in. We need to get guys in who will help this team actually elevate. Like, not buying a six, especially somebody who's really ready to play the six the way wants to play. We need to make sure we get somebody, even if we have to spend 50, 60 in that position. We have to get a striker in as well. A striker that can really facilitate with the winger that we have currently, considering how wide those strikers play in this system. Maybe you have not how wide the wingers play in his system. So maybe you have to do a couple of adjustments there, because if we can't get the right striker that we want to get in, but a striker has to get bought, and we're trying to chase one. Our fullback situation with the backups, the fact that we don't have any backups for the fullbacks, and any time either Paul or Doggy goes out, we are pretty much going to sit here and say, shit, it's over. So if he goes and buys Werner, if he goes and buys Gallagher, I'm like, you pretty much blasting all our budget away for guys who are just not going to help this team at all, really progress from this season into next season. Which then, for me, this tells me about the manager, that he's like, I'm trying to look at the personality of a footballer, which is all well and good. I don't mind having guys that have a good personality and sync well into this team, but the reality is, if the guys don't have the skill set to elevate us next season, we're going to be left behind. Everybody's going to improve. Villa's going to improve. Chelsea's going to improve wherever they're going to get a new manager or not. That's going to be seen. United's going to get improved whenever they're going to get a new manager or not. We're going to see. Arsenal's been amazing. They're going to improve. City's going to do their thing. Liverpool is going to openly try and sign a couple of players. So we can't stay still. But I feel like trying to sign these guys because you feel like they have certain personality traits about them, I feel like for me it would be wrong, and this way I would turn more closer to the manager, in my opinion. But hey man, these are headaches for me where I just worry about in the summer. For me right now, it's just about finish the season and then we go from there.
Fair enough. Yeah, I kind of agree with the same thing too. I've said this before too. When I think earlier on when I started the channel, you were on the show, Jez. I think it was like a United Spurs preview or something like that. But I said it before. I think to judge Ange, I think you need 2 years. From what I've seen so far, and you've been right. Like he can only work with what he really has. But if I see him trying to go and pursue players like this, then yeah, I'm looking at him a little bit different, because it's like you've done all this hard work to try to set up the the style of play, to try to get the players to play a certain way, all that type of stuff. You try to instill your philosophy into the club and all that stuff, and then you could try to go sign players like this. It just makes zero sense. But we'll go to Mdinero. Your thoughts on this, bro? Thoughts on Ange so far? What would it take for you to be Ange out and all that type of stuff?
What would it take for me to be Ange out? Yeah, so it's the same as really what Jez said still. Obviously, yeah, the transfer window in the summer will guaranteed be a very, very big question. You get me? So as the transfer window goes, that is where my questions will be. If the transfer window goes well, then you get me, we go into the season and see what happens. But if the transfer window doesn't go too good, then we're gonna start having these questions brought about, because for me already, like I said, and I've said it from the get-go, obviously, there's two red flags I've seen that obviously, man, I don't like in it. Like, I'm not, the red flags I've seen I don't like, but even though I don't like them, it doesn't mean to say that he's had a bad season or nothing like that. It's just red flags in it. That's what red flags are. But red flags always end up being a sign of something that's going to happen later on down the line that isn't very good in it. And one of the two red flags I've seen is it's one red flag, but just two words that I'll use as being naive and stubborn in it. Those are the two flags I've seen in it from him. And it's like, obviously I understand implementing a style of play. Like, I want to see a style of play, that's all good in that. But bro, like, I'll be honest with you, like, obviously I even hear when obviously what Jez was saying about, like, Spurs fans being impatient, but you know what it is, bro, it's one of those ones where guys want to see us winning something. And the reason why guys want to see us winning stuff so much now and so impatiently, I think, is more to the fact of, like, we've seen certain teams with a rugged, like, poor amount of players having poor seasons, and they still win. They still win trophies. Like, obviously, we've seen Ten Hag come in with the United team. Obviously, people may say that the United team is better than the current team that we have, whatever in it. But we've seen Ten Hag come in with that United team, stink out the Carabao Cup and still win a trophy. So it's like it's possible for you to come in and just win a trophy. That's what I've seen now, that there's certain teams that are not as good as what they are, but they still manage to get past that finish line. Arteta done it with the FA Cup. Aubameyang single-handedly won Arsenal that FA Cup at that time. And it's like, that's why I even Jez is going to laugh, but that's why even, as much as I rate Harry Kane, that's even why sometimes I have beef with Harry Kane. Do you get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like them cuts. But I understand I agree with everything Jez says, because it's like, even the impatience of Spurs fans, see me, I understand. What Jez knows, which is why I know what Jez is saying as facts, is because what Jez knows that I think a lot of Spurs fans don't know is that sometimes you just got to understand the squad and the team you're in and the club, the way the club is shaped. Because Levy, the time when we could have won a trophy, the closest time where I think we would have won it if we didn't sack Mourinho at that point of time. So I just feel like, based on when you got like a chairman like that and those type of things, it don't help. But yeah, man, I think like it's one of those.
Quickly though, because obviously you mentioned about the Harry Kane thing, and this is, I mean, this is the thing that kills me probably the most about the fan base. When I talk about it for multiple times, it's like these are the same guys who want to be impatient about all these things that we have issues with. And I don't get twisted. I'm not gonna sit here and say that we should I'm not gonna tell any of our fans that they shouldn't be angry about the fact that we haven't won a trophy to see anything because of looking at the bigger picture now. Because I get it, because I want to see us win a trophy as well. That's why I've been so harsh about. That's why I've been so harsh with certain players, especially this season, because I feel like if these guys actually showed up in certain moments, we could have been further in the Carabao Cup, further in the FA Cup this season. But I feel like some of these, the same impatient fans that I talk about, are the same guys who will act like everything that Harry Kane did at the club was beautiful and perfect, and he has no claim to what happened to the things. Like, there's a lot of games where I look at Harry Kane, I'm like, yo, I know you're gonna go and step up and help us get through this game because you're supposed to be this world class player. But then these guys will say, no, but it's Son's fault, it's Ericsson's fault, it's Toby's fault, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, you guys. For me, my issue is the level of responsibility. It's the level of responsibility and accountability that these fans rather give. They would rather go if it's not their favorite, they will go after anybody else before that. Like, that's why you don't see me go after Emerson, or that's why you don't see me go after Davis. I'm talking about the guys who are actually supposed to be the level change and the level raisers in this team. I'm talking about Son. I'm talking about Madison. I'm talking about the two centre backs, the goalkeepers, the fullbacks. I'm talking about these guys who I know I can 100% trust, or I should be trusting that you guys will be the guys who will get us through these situations. That's why I don't go after Werner, because I know Werner's level. I don't go after Johnson because I know Johnson's level, and I feel like a lot of our fans would rather go, and shit on them rather than actually go at the guys who we all rate. But all of a sudden, you guys don't want to look at them for not stepping up, and I think that's a big issue for me.
I hear you still. You know it is with me. Even Prime, what you said the other day, Prime said it to me as well. You see where it is with me. I just go at everyone, and like that's just how you see me. I go at everyone. There's certain fans that are very selective. So because Son is obviously like one of the key players, and that obviously they'll say like, oh yeah, but obviously I'm not gonna go at Son. See me, I'll go at Son. I still go at Son, but I'll go at players who, when there's an opportunity, like I said with Werner, where you just annoy me, is like opportunities being 2 yards outside of the goal and just skying it over the bar. Them type of things just rattle me. Like, even you know what I'm saying. But what I do, which is why like, for example, me and you can definitely relate, is because I'll go at everyone. If you have a bad game, I'll go at you. If you have a good game, I'll tell you had a good game. I might not still rate you, but I'll say fairs, you had a good game. Like, even the Arsenal game, Werner, before he got injured, probably be one of the best players on the pitch at the time. He was doing all right. Well, I wouldn't say actually not best, but he was doing all right before he got injured, and then obviously But I think you get it. But I think it's one of them ones where that just I've noticed something about the Spurs fan base, from what I've come across, because obviously since I've jumped into like this space of like fans and seeing because I never knew there was really Spurs fans outside, did it? So when I've jumped into this space now, one thing I've learned about a lot of Spurs fans is they're very, very, I feel like me and you are like the ones that are very outgoing, want to see an improvement. I feel like they're so comfortable, bro. Like, I actually feel like a lot of Spurs fans are comfortable. They just go with whatever the flow is. So when Andrew was doing well and everything was good in that first 10, in how many of the games we were winning them games, everybody was like, yeah, like we're here. Like, and then obviously as soon as it goes on, but then when they say that, yeah, they're here, it's like, bro, he's only just come in. The season's only just started. Just relax, calm down. Do you get what I'm saying? But then what happens is they get so comfy with this thing of like, yeah, whatever now Ange says, this is what we're on. But the reality of the situation is, for me, remember, Jez, I know you remember this, when I first ever landed on sarcasm and I came on, Flawless asked me, he was like, what has Ange changed your life? And I said, no, he's just bettered my life for the time. Do you get? Right. That's how I felt with him. Like, you're doing well now. But then I said to my boy, I was like, bro, like, if we don't get to December or like at least January, still with this consistent form, bro, we're gonna crumble, innit? Like, we're gonna crumble and have a bad season, but crumble as in we might end up finishing 5th, we might end up finishing 4th. It's a beaky one, and that's literally what's happening now. Because I know my club, I've watched this club for years on years, and this is what we've mainly been. This has been a cycle of what's been happening. But what I think, I don't know if you agree with this, I wanted to ask you this, Jez, as well, is I personally, I might be, this one you can definitely give me your opinion, because this is just me personally what I'm thinking right now. But I personally don't know if this club can actually take the extent of actually going to win trophies if Levy stays as chairman. That's just me personally.
I think because we were close enough to go and win trophies. That's the reality. So it's not impossible to go and win trophies with this with him under the ownership. The issue is that I feel like a lot of managers looking, for example, last season, Conte is coming out after games talking about how because of AC Milan's heritage in the Champions League, there's no chance that we can beat AC Milan. The Ange in the first game against Fulham, rotating pretty much the whole team. I see the lineup. I say, yeah, we're gonna lose this game. We're not gonna win against Fulham because you watch us literally all year, so you know these sub guys, you know these guys on the bench, what they're capable of. So I knew we're gonna lose this game. Watch what happens. Yeah, we go to penalties, but then I see Davinson Sanchez take a penalty. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna throw monkey emojis in his DMs or some shit. Like, and it did happen and shit like that. And I think this is probably the biggest issue that took me off with every Spurs managers in the last 3 years since Pochettino, is the fact that all of them don't take these competition like for real. That's why I'm like, that's why I said, you know what, FA Cup, I'm gonna see what Ange's about now in the FA Cup. Are you gonna just go, even if the first game we played was Burnley, I want to see, are you, because I wanted to see him, obviously we had the injuries, but I wanted to see, are you going to play the strongest team possible to show us, you know what, you want to go and compete for this competition? And he did play the strongest team, and he played the strongest team against City as well. So for me, it's like, okay, clearly you have kind of shown that you know this team has issues. There's something, the moment you go and switch 2-3 players, all of a sudden everything just goes down immediately. And this team can't even perform against Championship or League One guys. So I feel like we can win trophies under Levy. We were in scenarios where you could have done it, but then again, obviously there's a lot of Spurs fans, but I talk about it all the time. I wouldn't have sacked Mourinho after before the final. I talk about before. I still argue with Eleanor to this day. How I wouldn't have sacked him. I know a lot of Spurs fans had a big hate already with him because he's his Chelsea relations. But I was like, you know what? You just can't sack this guy. You can't sack this guy 6 days before a final and then just put Ryan Mason in there because it was unfair against him. It was unfair against Ryan Mason. And I'm like, even if you don't put Ryan Mason there, who's going to come in 6 days and get this team ready to play Man City? So I was against the idea. If you wanted to sack Jose, sack him after the cycling game immediately. You didn't have to wait that long. And I feel like we can do it. But the issue is because we've been shopping and changing, the manager doesn't know the squad, and then the manager finds themselves sucked. We never really gonna find this consistency to really go and do it. Like, see, Man United, they just have it in them with Ten Hag, for example. They just have it in them where guys they just know how to get through these competition. Like, when I look at our team, who really knows to get through these cup competitions, bar Romero maybe with the World Cup, Lo Celso, maybe Maddison, but then Maddison was out. He didn't play in the City game. I think, and he didn't play in the Fulham game because he was a substitute, I think. So these are the things that I'm talking about. It's like next season for me, this is where I'm judging the manager critically. That's why I say I want to see you take these competitions. Europa League, take it serious.
Yep.
FA Cup, take it serious. Carabao Cup, take it serious. I don't want to see no bench players. I don't want to see Richarlison starting because you want to rest one of the starters. No, because you know what this club is about, and so I can only say we have to just wait and see, because realistically, I'm just not somebody like you. Rarely see me say Levy out, Enig out, and stuff, because I think it's just stupid in my opinion. Because these guys are just not gonna go. I think it's just a waste of time. I used to do it when I was a bit younger, but I realized these guys are just not gonna go. So I think we just have to hope that we just have a good summer coming up, and then the manager takes it seriously, because he has talked about the fact that he doesn't want to be just competing for top four. So he has intentions to win trophies, and I think it's important that it's just important that we first have a good summer, in my opinion, and then we go into these competitions and try our best to win it, man, and just hope that we can do it, man. Because I'm don't get it twisted, man. Like, people think I'm saying all these things and trying to get people to calm down and shit like that. But in reality, I'm tired too. I want to see a trophy. I want to see a trophy as well, even if it's the Carabao Cup. I want to see a trophy as well, man. Like, I've been talking about this longest. Anything, 100%, bro.
I can get, bro. Anything,
grabbing
it. Like, Conference League, I wanted it. Europa, I wanted it. I wanted anything, bro. I don't.
Remember, people didn't want it to qualify for the Conference League last season and said, let's just finish out to the Euro. But I was like, just let us be in the Conference League again and see what we can do in the competition, because you never know. You just never know.
Yeah, you
never hasn't won a trophy in a long time, and obviously Joseph came in ironically won the trophy. Leverkusen, who's been, because I'm German myself, in case for the people that don't know in the chat, Leverkusen is known in Germany to be called Loserkusen or Neverkusen, because they have only one league trophy in the whole club's career, and don't consider how long that club has been existing for. No, Xabi Alonso came in and literally maybe he's gonna possibly gonna win a treble this season. So it's not impossible that this club can't win trophies as well, but it's all about making sure that the right manager is. And I think people also forget. I think I saw the stat and I talked about it multiple times before. I think the last thing I'm going to say on this is that we haven't had a manager last the whole season since 2009, since the 18-19 season. So if you have this inconsistency of a manager and the team just not there to do it, I'm looking at it and like, I think with this club, you just have to have a manager here for just a year, and maybe in the second season he can do it. So I'm just hoping Ange can do it next season with a good summer.
Yeah,
this is my thoughts on it.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, you guys said it best. Like, with the way that we've been playing this year and how United has been, all this Ten Hag bullshit. Somehow we stunk our way to an FA Cup final. So, and I think Spurs, like, they play much better football than us. You've got better players than us. I think it's 100%. And if you give him a summer transfer window where he's able to actually, try to buy the players that he wants, depending on who he does get, I definitely think you guys can challenge for a domestic trophy next year, 100%. Like, we've seen that time and time again where teams have not had good seasons or, have not started off well, but they've somehow crawled their way to a semifinal or a final. And I feel like when you're in a position there, you forget about how you've been playing for the rest of the season. You play for that occasion. You just go in there and you try to win that game, right? And that's just me. But yeah, I think 100%. You guys can try to win a Carabao Cup or even get into the latter stages of an FA Cup. But we will move on. Final segment of the show before we do predictions real quick. And we're trying to get through this real quick because honestly, I don't think there's going to be a lot of debate, to be honest. But we'll do a combined 11 between Chelsea and Spurs for tomorrow. So let me share my screen real quick. We'll get everybody else's thoughts, and you guys in the chat can also drop your opinions too. But we will start off with goalkeeper. So Prime, we'll go to you. Goalkeeper. Who are you picking for tomorrow?
If this was like a month ago, I would be making the argument for Petrovic, because I'd make the argument because I think low key that Vicaria's been brilliant, and I get people saying he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season. But I think low key, at least up until a month ago, that Petrovic was also in that conversation. But I'm not going to argue against Vicario. I think he's been brilliant.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vicario for me as well. But yeah, we'll go to Jez.
Sorry, my
Or
bad,
we'll
my
go
bad.
to.
I'm sorry,
You're good.
my
You're
bad. I
good. Yeah,
said,
yeah, no worries, bro.
shit, I just what's it called? PSG should have scored. Fuck, you know.
Sorry, that
Jeez,
was
man.
shocking, bro. Open goal.
Trust me, bro.
Jesus.
Bro, trust me. But now, I go with Vicario as well. And I mean, shout out to Petrovic. I think he surprised a lot of Chelsea fans in terms of like not really known. He came from the States, from the MLS, and people just already kind of make a perception of him that he's from the MLS. What can he really do? But I think he has done. I think he has done decent for them this season. Definitely better than Sanchez. Like I think if Sanchez was still playing for them, I think they would be much more lower in the table. So he definitely helped with their results this year to be even up there for contention for Europe. But I think like overall, I think Vicario just been much better this season. I've been happy with Vicario. Like I think the only thing that obviously conversation came up are the corners, where I think he can definitely be a lot stronger in them in the future. Hopefully in the summer get a set piece coaching and work on it. But outside of the corners, I don't think I have too many complaints with him where he can do certain things, small things where I think he can do better, but overall he's just doing what I want my goalkeeper to do, make saves where I expect make the saves that I want him to do, and I think he's been consistently doing it to a good level, I think. So yeah, for me, Vicario.
Vicario, fair enough. Mdinero, Vicario.
Yeah, Vicario still. Vicario.
Cool. Will.
Marcus Bettinelli.
Yeah,
Chelsea said
taking
keeper,
Vicario.
man. Nah, take
Yeah, Vicario it is.
Yeah,
Vicario
Vicario is, bruv. We're shocking, bruv. I don't know if we get some players in this team still.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, people, we are closing out. Make sure to run up the likes, obviously, on the video too, and also just check out everybody else's links are in the description too. So make sure you guys sub to them. Prime's got TikTok. He's got his YouTube channel. Jez has got his Twitch. So definitely follow that. And then Mdinero's got his YouTube channel too. Will unfortunately doesn't have any channel yet, but we're gonna move on. Left back.
Nah, it's gotta be Cucurella, bruv. It's the only one fit, no?
So we're doing Cucurella versus he's the only one.
Doggy's not fit even for this game, so no.
Yeah,
it's got to be a Cucurella thing.
Cucurella, cool. We'll go with Cucurella.
You say not Chilwell, Will?
Bruv, he's injured.
Prime, you go with Cucurella too, or
no?
What is this on everyone fit or what?
Just fit. Yeah, we'll go with everyone just fit.
Oh, if everyone's fit. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
If everyone's fit, I think Doggy. What the hell?
Doggy. Everyone fit.
I go with.
Oh, sorry. I mean, my bad. I meant to say not everyone fit. Like, everyone who's like available for tomorrow, basically.
Available.
Whoever's available.
Yeah, available. Yeah.
That's good because I was gonna make the maddest argument for Reece James. All right.
Yeah.
I would have backed.
What, Reece James at left back?
No, I was gonna make the argument for Reece James at right back because he's the best one.
Okay. But we'll go with Cucurella. Cucurella as left back.
Okay. I'll go.
We only got two centre backs to choose from, bro. We're dusted.
That's true. Is Disasi's injured now too? Yeah.
Yeah, and Thiago Silva.
And Thiago Silva pairs. So, all right. The two center backs. We'll start off with Prime. Prime will go to you.
Yeah, it's got to be Mickey Van No Hamstrings and Hothead Romero.
This guy.
You're right. PDV.
Hey.
And then the second one.
Romero.
Okay. Will.
Yeah, it's got to be the two Disney characters, Mickey and Cootie, man.
Okay, Mickey and Cootie. I don't know who Cootie is as a Disney character, but okay. Jez, we'll go to you.
Hey, bro. My dogs.
Jez, did you see that?
Wait, what's he what?
He missed
fucking hell, I just thought, no, fucking hell. That Fulkrug just pisses me off, bro. Like, you go and finish early and then missed up. Oh my days!
That's worse than that header, bro. That's worse than that header from PSG. And
bro, that was great play from Sancho, man.
I just want to say Sancho cooking, yo. I just want to say
he's been playing well.
I think United should sign that Sancho guy. He looks good.
Yeah.
Nah, they're just
I'll
gonna
take him at
go. They're just
Chelsea,
gonna
bruv. I'll
go.
take him
Just
at
get a
Chelsea.
manager in. They're just gonna go
Hey.
get a manager that just think. But yeah, now what I was saying, what I was saying is, my dogs, man, Van der Ven and Romero, man, something consistent that's been in 2024, I think.
Fair enough.
So yeah,
They've
that's
been
it.
good. Yeah. Van de Ven actually is. I'd say he's probably he's like the underrated center back of the league. Like we're gonna do a stream on this channel later towards
Underrated
the
at
end
picking up
where
injuries or what?
shut
Alright,
up.
relax.
We're
He
gonna do a
actually
stream at
hasn't
the
picked
end.
up injuries like that. Relax.
Yeah.
He's got no
Maximum
hamstrings
Sancho's been
though.
dropping master classes.
Nah,
For real.
he's been fine, man. He's been fine.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about him, man. But yeah, I will be doing the stream. Whoever's available, I will shout out pretty much everyone. Like almost, a fan of every single club. But whoever's available, we'll be doing like team of the seasons. We'll do like a keep, bench, sell at the end of the season for all the different top 6 clubs. So we'll have all these conversations.
Can
then.
I back Real Madrid?
Yeah, I think. No, you can't. It's Premier League. Yeah, man said, "Can I back Real Madrid?" And he's in a Chelsea versus.
I'll back Man City. I'll be the Man City rep.
I'll be the Burnley
Alright.
rep. I'll be the Burnley rep, man.
Yeah, I said top 6, bro. But okay, top like big 6, not even top
shit.
6.
I
I'll say
got no
big
one else
6.
to take, bro. Prime, you took my card, bro. Fuck.
But Mdinero will go to you. Van de Ven and Romero, pretty easy, right?
Yeah, just before
Yeah,
I leave,
cool.
guaranteed Van der Ven and Romero, and then on the right back, bro, Pedro Porro still. Yeah.
Pedro Porro. Okay. Hey, yeah, big up to Mdinero.
Is Gusto injured or is he not injured?
Nah, it's injured, bro. We only got
He's injured.
We only got Gilchrist, bro.
Yeah, Pedro Porro, man. But yeah, man, you lot.
Pat says is Romero not a striker.
Big up my guy, bro.
You're lucky Gusto's injured. He's better.
Hey, man, the game's the game, man.
Yeah, nah. But big up the man. I need to depart, but
yeah, man. Big up to you every single time.
Big up my guy, bro.
Every single time.
Yeah, big up
Mods
man.
drop. Yeah, man. Mods drop Mdinero's link. Definitely go subscribe to him if you guys haven't already. What are we doing, man? But drop his link into the chat. His link is also in the description. So big up to you, Mdinero, every single time, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for getting on. Yep, every single time, bro. Cool. So right back, he picks Porro. Prime will go to you. I'm gonna honestly pick Porro too. Will and Jez will get your thoughts as well. But Prime.
They're lucky Gusto's out because we all know he's better. We all know he's better than Pedro. He's better than Pedro Pornhub, man. But like, fine, we'll go with him.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, Will Porro.
Nah, bro, we only got 4 fit defenders for tomorrow. We've got Cucurella, Badiashile, and Chalobah.
I'm just gonna write Porro.
Gilchrist.
Don't worry, man. Like Newcastle cooked up with Jacob Murphy at right back.
Yeah, but I only got Gilchrist to choose from, bro. It's Gilchrist or Porro.
Listen, it's fine. I've got a shout that I'm gonna die on the hill to make, so it's fine. Give them the back four. I don't mind. Give them the back.
Nah, yeah, you can have that
No,
guy. He's a bit dusted still. He's a cam. He plays as a cam, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. The rest, yeah.
Have him, bro. They need a chance, innit? I better not be hearing no midfielders, Jez.
Hey, shit. Actually, you know what? At this point, I'm not even gonna argue the midfielders. I've been calling literally all of them shit. So, but we getting into that anyway. But Paul for me, yeah, right back, man. My God,
cool.
man.
I forgot to mention. Are we cool with the 4-4-2, or do you want me to change the formation? I did forget to ask you guys.
4-3-3, please.
4-3-3.
Let's just go with 4-3-3, man.
Cool. Where do I go?
Good old classic 4-3-3, man.
If we can't change it, brother, it's calm.
No, we can change it. Like that?
Cold. Yeah, cold.
There we go. Cool. The 6 and 2 8. Okay, cool. All right. So we'll start off with the 6.
Caicedo, bro.
Caicedo.
Close.
Caicedo?
Bro, there's no way I'm putting fuck Zuma in there. No chance.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or
has he
Hoiberg
been
or
that
something.
bad?
Yeah.
I ain't even watched you, man, like that. Has he been
Nah,
that bad?
bro, like this dude, like he's been better than Madison, but I still think he's also not been necessarily great either. I think both of them shocking. Both of them, like the only midfielder I'm actually one of maybe fight for is probably Papa Matasar, but outside of that, the other two, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, it looks like all Chelsea midfield then. Speak.
Prime Caicedo? Well, Caicedo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caicedo. Cool. Then we'll go to the 2-8s. Who y'all picking prime? Enzo?
Do I name
Enzo's
two?
not there. Yeah.
Enzo's not there. Enzo's not there. Who
Yeah,
are
Enzo's not there.
you?
Yeah. Who's
Oh,
available
no.
for
Yeah,
you
I know
guys?
Enzo's out.
Eight.
Do I name two or just name one?
We're naming
Nah,
two.
we let
Well, there's
we'll
two
let
eights.
Jez have
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
mate. We'll let Jez have one. Mate.
Actually, what we could
No,
do.
I know, but
I know. I mean, you guys play.
No,
You guys play with the 10,
Are we
right?
naming two? Are we naming? Should we just go around and just name two, or we should name one and then we go back again?
Can you put a 10 in there instead?
Well, you can name one. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna ask. Is one of these you guys, if you want, could make a 10. So these two positions could be a mix of 8s and 10s.
I'm not putting that thug Madison in there. But what I'm saying is, do we?
I'll put Palmer
He's
in
not a punk. He's a punk.
What I'm saying is, do we each name one 8? What I'm saying is, do we each name one 8?
Yeah.
And then we go back around and name another 8. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll start off with the first 8,
Oh, okay.
and then this 8 could be either an 8 or a 10 for you. It doesn't matter because you could pick
Okay.
either two for those two positions.
The first one I'm naming is Star. Papa Mata Star.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I said this at the
I
beginning
want
of the
him as
season.
well.
I said this at the beginning of the season. He's Spurs' best midfielder, man. I rate him.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
I think I agree actually with the statement. I think he's been definitely been our best midfielder this year, and actually somebody's actually been consistent as well.
No, I'm agreed. Sheik.
Okay, fair. So we're going with SAR for the first one. Awesome. So we'll write SAR. All right, and then we got the second one.
The next one. Let me land on this one.
Here we go.
Landed, man.
Oi, Jez, I mean, you say Madison, bro.
Let me land. You
didn't say Gallagher.
Let me land. Fuck. Sheik, let me land, bro. Let me land.
All right, go on.
Let him land, bro.
Go on.
Conor Gallagher in that midfield over Madison.
I don't disagree. What the hell?
I honestly don't disagree either.
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
bro.
As shit as he is, I'll take him over Madison right now. Like Conor Gallagher's not been hooked 10 games in a row, bro. So,
but I'm telling you now, like this. I'm saying, like I don't even literally. My name literally says, bro, Galatasaray need a number 10 or something.
Need a number 10,
bro. Galatasaray has been chasing hella. Galatasaray has been chasing hella ex-Spurs players, so you know what, like you know, like they might.
Would you take Ndombele over Madison?
Yes.
Shit, like if Ndombele can give me 20 minutes of his brilliance, why not?
Yeah,
hey, Jez,
of his like techie. Ndombele's techie ball.
Jez, Tottenham Hotspurs needed number 10. Conor Gallagher.
Yeah,
he's not 10 though. Like the only reason why he's playing 10 for you guys is because your manager plays him as number 10. But really and truly, you shouldn't be starting. But your manager is persistent to have it in the team. That's why he's playing number 10.
I mean, he had a year's experience of playing as a 10 now, so he can play for Spurs. It's fine.
You know what? 10, bro.
Bro, did you hear what Caicedo said? He said, I like playing with Gallagher and Enzo. Gallagher's the more defensive player, Enzo the more attacking. And Pochettino still has the other fucking way around, man. This guy's on crack. Dead coach, bro. How can Caicedo know it himself, but the coach can't see it? It's so dumb, bro. Get him gone.
You said, let's go Gallagher, pin the banner and build a statue.
Yeah.
Like I said, man. I'm still sticking by this, man. Don't put Madison. Put Gallagher in there, but Madison. He first needs to go to Turkey and get a hair transplant and get that shitty mullet off as well. That's what he needs.
He's a darts player, Jez. He's a darts player.
Hey, I back this comment,
go with Luke. Go with that Luke guy, man. Play some darts, man. Fucking hell, bro.
Hey, I'll back his comment though. He said, "Let's go Gallagher, bin the banner, and build the statue of him." Yep, build the statue of him, and then sell him to Spurs.
Oh, Spoobs. Hey, Spoobs. I know you're not here, but bro, Spoobs, would you 1 make a statue for McTominay, or 2 get a banner for McTominay that covers the whole Stretford end? No, you wouldn't. So
he's getting a banner for Gallagher.
So I mean, we still have the Mason Mount money, man. We can use that to build the statue.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
That is fair. But prime ones with Gallagher. Will, who are you gonna go with? Gallagher?
Nah, I wanted to have. If I could choose, I would put Palmer there but I don't really think we're playing with the 10, so I'll just take Gallagher, man. Just so it wins the vote in it, you know.
Yeah,
playing it tactical.
Fair enough. And then Cheeky named the club's team Garnacho stands, bro. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's how funny. H is exposing him. But Jez, we'll go to you.
So he is like our natural stand man.
Yeah, he is, bro.
Yeah, he is.
This is the thing with Spoons is that I don't know whether he just says this to troll or for agenda or whatever,
Nah, he
or
said
he
he was
genuinely is a
serious.
fan of Garnacho. That's the thing.
At this point, you have to do what I do with Reece James. Lean into it fully, man. It's fine.
Hey, man.
Hold your ground,
Hey,
man.
yeah.
Stand your ground.
I was never a part of this, man. I was never a part of this, but somehow I get dragged into
Hey,
it. But anyways,
guilty by association, man. That's what they say.
yeah, that's true, man. That is true. Guilty by association for real. Jez, the other 8, you're gonna go with Gallagher too, or
Yeah, I go with Gallagher. Yeah.
Okay, Gallagher, cool.
No chance that Punk makes the team, bro.
That makes it team. Yeah, fair.
I'll be watching him tomorrow, Jez, in 4K, bro. I'm hoping he puts in a sharp performance again.
Shamelessly, obviously, I talked that over Cheek. I'm not even gonna be watching the game.
Yeah, he told me.
I'm skipping probably the games up to the City game, bro. Like,
what? So just
I
highlights
messaged,
instead, yeah.
I messaged.
Bro,
Jez
I'll be honest. I got
around?
one. I actually got shit. One, I actually got shit to do as well. But in the meantime, but 2, I can't be out screaming at my TV, man. Like, if we win, I'm gonna be shameless and shit. But I'll be real. I just don't care that much.
Bro, I'll probably fall asleep mid-game, like the Villa game, bro. For its peak, I fell asleep like after 20
Hey, man,
minutes.
this is what it feels like, man. There's nothing to play for, man. I hated him.
Yeah, no excitement when watching the game.
Is this what it feels like to be Arsenal the last 20 years?
Pretty much.
Maybe.
No, I'm not used to this, man.
Actually, I don't know what it feels like to be Arsenal because I've won a Champions League, so I don't know what it feels like to be Arsenal.
They see things.
I mean,
we see things they'll never see. You know what I'm saying?
True, man. Yeah, they see stars, we see trophies. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, funny that Jez actually says that because I hit up Jez for this video, and Jez said that should make me laugh. He said, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna watch this game." I was like, you know what? That's fair enough.
Bro,
Everyone's checked out.
I joined this preview only because Cheek is the guy in it, my guy in it. But really and truly, I don't really care like that for this game. Like I don't see. I know this. There's probably some people like look at it and say it's a pride thing. We have to go and get our revenge after what happened at the stadium. Pride, and I'm like, bro, I don't care about revenge, bro. Like the season is over. We can beat Chelsea. We can beat Chelsea and still get top 4 and just still finish 5th. So it's like, bro, I'll be honest. Like for me, it's like I said, for some people it's a pride thing. So some people it's like maybe we can still sneak top 4. For me, it's like this is just another game for me for this season. Like this is what I said. The Arsenal game was the last game I'm really careful. The City game is like, yo, don't you get these guys? Don't you dare all of a sudden decide to step up all of a sudden against City, but don't do it against Arsenal. Like Liverpool, Burnley, Sheffield, I don't really care about these games. I'll just be honest, and that's just be me in it. I'd rather just actually do something productive with my day on these days.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, no, 100%. Hey, listen, man, I can say that myself. I'm checked out. We have an FA Cup final to play, and I wish we didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I wish we didn't.
Bro, I wish we was in the FA Cup final. Fuck, man.
Hey, we're gonna get packed, man. We're gonna get packed. It is what it is. But hey, somehow if we do win this FA Cup, trust me, I will be shameless. Trust me, I will.
I'm sorry, Cheek. I told Flores already, man. Flores ain't trying to hurt, but you guys can win the FA Cup final, man. The percentage is not high, but I'm just saying you can win it.
It's not impossible. That's what I was saying.
That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what I'm trying to say, bro. People go crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The percentage is not high, but I'm just saying you can still win the final. Like,
yeah. Just like if Sheriff played Real Madrid or if Sheriff played, I don't know, prime Real Madrid 2002 or whatever in the Champions League final, I would say they're not likely to win, but I wouldn't say they don't have no chance. It's not impossible. Like it's that they can't win, but it's not gonna happen. Open top of grade if you win the FA Cup sheet. Hey, listen, Pat, we are not you guys, okay? You guys did an open bus parade when you guys won the FA Cup. I forgot.
Who does he support?
You guys did that. Hey, we're not you, man. Arsenal. We're not you guys, man. Neither are we also Liverpool.
Shield, bruv.
Yeah. Neither are we also Liverpool. You know, we don't parade those type of trophies, man. But it is what it is. I hope United wins the FA Cup if it means Ten Hag stays. Hey, you know what? I wish I didn't read that comment. But anyways, we move. We got 2 wingers left to do, and we also have a striker. So we'll do the left winger real quick. Prime, we'll go to you. Left wing.
Nicholas Jackson.
I'm trying to think.
He's
You
not
got
playing
Nico
left wing. He's
Jackson.
not been
You got
playing. He's not been playing left
yeah.
wing. What are you doing,
He's
bro?
not been playing left wing.
Yeah,
It's not what you
I'm
want for left
agreeing,
wing.
man.
You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to. You
No,
don't want to.
like,
No.
yeah,
'Cause
no, but like either no, but wait. So, but Son's not been playing left wing.
No,
So
he's
there's no
been
left
playing
winger.
left. No, he's been. It's been half and half between striker and left wing this season.
Yeah, same with
Oh,
Jackson,
okay,
bro.
fine, whatever.
Bro,
Oh,
Jackson's
fine,
not playing left
no, it's
wing.
cool.
Don't do
Bro,
that.
we play Palmer
Whatever,
false
fine.
nine.
Son
We
left.
play Palmer
Fine,
false nine, bro.
Yeah, but when Jackson is out of some shit because they're supposed to
Guys,
get yellow cards, like.
it's
Yeah.
fine. Put the
Nah,
South
see,
Korean
because me,
forward left
I'm
winger.
gonna get the way I get there. I wanted to put Jackson
Yes,
striker and Son left
yes,
wing.
Jez, it's fine. Put the South Koreans forward left wing. Put Son left wing. It's fine.
That's mad. That's mad.
Can't even do it for his country, bro.
Hey, I was gonna say
Bro,
something.
hey,
I was
don't
gonna say
do
something.
it, man. His
I was gonna say
his country got terrorized, man, by a manager. I hate it,
My
bro.
club's been terrorized by a manager. What we doing?
What
Yeah,
are you
it's the
what are you
same here,
talking
bro.
about? What are you talking about terrorized for? Your club initially improved from last season. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't.
The league table clearly shows it.
Wait, Jez,
But
do you not
anyways,
want
moving
Nico
on.
Jackson left wing because you want Timo Werner there?
Nah, because I said I put Son left wing personally. Because he's gonna play.
Yeah, I put Son left wing too.
Because he's gonna play this game left wing, and Richarlison plays striker for us upcoming. So I thought, you know what,
Richarlison back?
He played last game. So, and hey, bro, if we play Brian Gill, confirmed 3-1 Chelsea. Fucking hell,
Brian Gill played it as he started a game this
bro.
season.
I don't think he has played a game this season. But because of the injuries, it's like kind of peak.
Oh,
So
that guy's
that
got that
guy
Noel
is-
Gallagher trim, bruv.
bro, that's what I'm saying,
What
bro.
happened-
Shit, fucking
What
shit
happened
going,
to
man.
Kulu?
To who?
Who?
Kulu.
To who?
Cool.
Wait,
Chelsea.
That
who?
Swedish fraud. That
Bro,
Swedish fraud.
that dude. I'm not surprised that he's from Juventus, man. Money laundering, bro. This is what's going on right now.
Wait, you
No,
know,
no,
I live
no.
in Sweden.
I
live in
remember the
Sweden, and
times
these
last
Swedes
year.
hate him, bruv. These Swedes hate
I
him
remember-
out here, bruv.
I remember the
They
time
don't want
last
him in
year
the
when
national team.
he was people were saying he's better than Saka. I remember those times.
See, this is what crazy thing about this because I remember the conversation and shamelessly I said out because my hate for Saka is out there, so shamelessly I put it. But I said but if you ask my real opinion about this guy, like I'll be honest, take this guy from right wing immediately. I want to see him play. I want to see him play in central positions, like because this right thing is just not gonna work. Like this dude clearly shows he was just on a really good form, in my opinion. He was just in a really good form, in my opinion. And now that he's kind of been found out, he's been struggling. And I think in the interview he was talking about how he loves playing attacking football and all these things. And I'm like, okay, we're playing attacking football and you still can't perform. Like you've been playing ass like Madison, so it's like, what more do you really need for you to start performing? But so for me, the only solution is get this guy out of the right wing and trying to actually make him a midfielder, like a number 8, number 10, because he has the engine to run around, and he can create, and he used to play as a number 10 too. So I think this is last. Like for me personally, I think I said it in the group chat, in the Sarkison group chat. I said if the club were to sell him, I wouldn't be sitting here crying about it because at the end of the day, I just want guys in here who actually perform for us. But if he does stay, next season is the last season for me. And if he doesn't perform, then wherever he needs to go, like Wilman, I think in Sweden they have like a club called like AIK or some shit.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, bro, like send him
What
to that
about
club,
him?
bro. Yeah,
Nah, they don't want him,
I'm saying, like, if Kulusevski doesn't perform next season, if he stays, then send him to that club, man.
They'd rather have Ken Zema who smoked Arsenal with Östersund, bro. Like, they don't want
Bro, or
Kulusevski, bro.
BK Hakkinen, like, bro, just send him to one of the Swedish
Yeah,
teams.
bro,
if he
no
doesn't perform next
Swedish
year.
club want him, bro. He's dusted, bro. I'm telling you, the national team, they don't like
Alright.
him either, bro. But they gotta play him because he plays for Spurs, isn't it? You know, it's about
Oh,
status.
okay.
It's not
not
about if
them
you're
ones.
good or not. Yeah,
Okay. Me and Brian know all about this, man. We know all about this, man.
Yeah,
Trust me.
status settings, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, right wing. Did we decide on who? So we've decided on Son for left wing.
Oi, Dembele's dusted, bro. He just missed a good chance as well, bro.
I'm guessing.
I've just seen it. Jesus Christ, he should have finished it.
Yo, that's been 3
Palmer?
of them this game.
Palmer right wing. I'm pretty sure we can.
Yeah,
all
Palmer.
agree on that, right?
Palmer.
Yeah,
Before
no
even the
discussions,
conversation.
bro.
No
All right,
discussion.
striker.
Team.
Last
Jackson.
one left.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Your Prime. Are you
What
frozen?
about manager? What about manager?
No, I agree.
Yeah, Prime.
It
Your
has to
camera
be
is
Ange.
frozen.
I agree.
Yeah, Prime. Your camera is
Yeah.
frozen. You can hear you,
Your
but your
camera's
camera is frozen.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
crazy.
good. It's all good. But you
Nah,
can like
because
back out and back
it
in.
just look funny because like you're it's like you eating your you eating your
You're
shots.
biting it. You're biting it.
Take the camera. Hey, just put your camera. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Palmer and Jackson for me. Yeah.
Are we doing
Yeah,
manager
and
as well?
Hey, come on, bro. It's Ange, bro. Come on now. It's Ange.
I mean, there could be a debate for Poch because I think as of recently,
I don't think there's a debate because you men are in like 9th and 8th or whatever, and,
I mean,
and
true
Ange is just higher up the table.
wise, I think Chelsea actually been better than the last 5.
Yeah, we've been drawing to Sheffield, drawing to Burnley.
Hey, bro.
We've been sick.
Actually,
All right. I mean, if it's up for debate, then cool. I would say.
Let me see the form table. Let me see the form table, man. Like,
Yeah.
Chelsea, they have 2 draws, 2 wins, and an L, and we have.
We all know it's Father Ange that gets in. Let's not do this.
Nah, see, I'm just trying to say.
I'd rather have the offside trapper than the terrorist. You know what I mean?
You know,
technically they've been in better form by a draw. You've had the same past 5 results, bar a Chelsea draw. Like your 2 last games have been an L, Spurs, and then Chelsea's last 2 games have been a draw and a loss. So other than that, everything else is a win, draw, win. So
if we did better
on
against
form,
them scrubs, Burnley and Sheffield, man, we'd be in the top 5 race.
See, we get into the race. We're gonna go to the results thing, what we think the predictions are. But I know how probably this game gonna go. But oh shit, where's the host gone? Man?
Mate, he's been kicked. I've kicked him. Hey. No, I'm joking. I don't know where he went.
The host is crazy, man.
But yeah, like I mean, since we've done the combined 11, score predictions for this game. Let's start with Will. What do you think the score will be?
Nah, mate, it's ending in a draw. It's ending in a draw or wins Chelsea. I don't really see how Spurs win. I'm gonna be real. Like their defense is better, but their attack's just as dusted, if not worse. Because we have Cole Palmer, bro, and he can do something by himself. I don't really see how play like that in Spurs. So I feel like it's either going Chelsea or draw. But I'll back my club on this one, bro, just because it's Spurs, isn't it? So what a miss again. I'm gonna say
that's crazy, man. Jadon Sancho had 11 successful dribbles today, the most completed by a player in a Champions League match this season. Crazy.
I've been watching the whole time. Like he's been really good today, really good. Like
I don't know what past players and shit like that, man. Jeez.
Yeah, he's great. He's creating like, bro, like he's just really doing what we just needed him to do. Like shit.
Yeah.
But now what's the score?
2-1, 2-0 Chelsea, 2-0 or 2-1. I don't even know.
2-1 Chelsea. Okay.
2-1.
Prime.
Yeah, like I said before, this game will be like quite end to end, like a basketball game. We'll get chances. We'll get possession and miss. Spurs will have possession. They'll get chances. They'll miss. We'll be heated. Someone potentially could get sent off.
Romero.
Van der Ven's hamstring. Jackson will target that.
Relax, bro.
Jackson, yellow cards. I might have to put a
bet. Wait. What am I saying? What do you mean relax? What am I saying that's wrong?
Relax, bro. What the hamstring thing like? Bro, he hasn't had a hamstring issue since they Chelsea.
Jez, you know what I'm like with players with hamstring problems, man.
Yeah,
Jez, if I can call out Reece James, I can call out Van der Ven. Anyway,
you're wrong. You're wrong to call Reece James off, man.
Hamstrings.
I'm wrong to call out.
But you're wrong. You're wrong to call out Reece James like that.
Am I? But when you call,
that's the proper Chelsea you would hate. Reece James.
I'm too dark to be proper Chelsea. But when you call out the suit, it
doesn't matter, man. If you share the same opinions, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Anyways,
why do you think there's Black MAGA fans, bro?
I'm not American. I don't know. Anyway,
that's the point, though.
Yeah, We can target Romero. You know, he's a hothead in these big games. We can target Basuma, or not Basuma. We can target Madison. Target their. They don't have a left back in the game, or well, they will. It'll be Emerson probably or Ben Davis. I think this game will be 4-3.
I think
we'll win this game.
Big up to you. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that name. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. I'm just gonna call you Cam.
Hey, Sheik, we need to big this guy up. You see his profile picture? Yeah, that's my home club. That's my home club, Willem II.
You know what? Big up to you, man.
Shout out Jez Horncamp, man. He's a player, bro. He's a player, bro. Trust, he's good, man. I'm telling you.
Anyway,
he was good last season for us. Trust. Prime. He played for my whole team, bro. This guy will know. I'm telling you.
Anyways,
this guy's big Jim. Shout him out, boy. Shout him out, Sheik. Shout out his mate. Don't be scared. He's a player, bro. He plays for Heracles.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Shout him out.
Anyways.
Yeah. Go on, Prime. Go on.
Yeah, this game will end 4-3. This game will end 4-3 to Chelsea. I don't
4-3. Like, crazy.
Yeah. It'll be, like I said, it'll be end to end and hectic. Like, there'll be bad refereeing decisions as well. I can see like a ref making a decision and sending a player off or something, and or a bad tackle or whatever. Like, it'll be 4-3 to Chelsea. I just don't see enough in like either Spurs will take the lead and stuff, and like let us back into the game, or we'll take the lead and let Spurs back into the game. But I see us winning either way.
Fair enough. I don't know. I really think Chelsea win, to be honest. I think they turn up for this game. But in terms of prediction, I'm gonna go for a Spurs win. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Tottenham, because I want them to dunk on Conor Gallagher so that those Chelsea ultras can see all that shit. Banner for no reason, you know. So it is what it is. But
Chelsea
Gallagher will turn up in this game, by the way. Because he's being linked heavily to Spurs. He's an actual Chelsea fan. He doesn't want to leave. I can see him getting a goal in this game.
I said it already. The shame is, since the season's already over, obviously, because obviously you two gave your prediction, so it's obviously my turn. I said shamelessly, I said let Conor Gallagher win Chelsea the game 2-0. So the Chelsea fans gonna be screaming at the end of the game all the Conor Gallagher shots that they know, and then maybe he thinks, you know what, I want to stay at Chelsea so bad, and he signs a new contract in the summer, so I don't have to think about that headache. At least I only have to think about the one headache that is Timo Werner. But realistically,
what if he balls out so much against Spurs that Ange says, you see, that is the missing link we need.
This is what you missed though, this is what you missed. I said this. I want Conor Gallagher to injure Angeman before in the game, so he can't watch the game. Make sure that this guy doesn't see a good. Actually, just thinking about him dropping the stinker will actually be good as well, because that means this dude knows. Yeah, this dude is ass, bro. But but anyways,
I'm not allowed to say that we should target Mickey can't defend hamstrings.
No,
it's okay.
I didn't say you can't target. I didn't say you can't target Mickey Van der Ven, like Chelsea shouldn't do it. I'm just saying that you should be challenged with the hamstring injury, because he actually has been calm with the hamstring.
Watch Nicholas Jackson outrun him, bruv, in a race for the ball.
He probably will. He probably gives him like a good sprint, like, because actually Jackson can actually run though.
He was faster than Kyle Walker in the final, bro.
Yeah, bro, like, he can run.
Remember how Van der Ven got injured the last time?
Which one?
Van der Ven got injured against Chelsea trying to catch
Jackson. Chelsea. That was not the last time he got injured, but yeah, I heard what you're trying to say.
Spurs playing that high line.
But this is where you were shameless, because I told you in the chat and casually that we were down by 10 men, so he had to do an extra shift out there. So I'm just hoping this time around these guys can actually just stay healthy.
But he can do what he did versus Ishak instead, then, man.
Yeah, Spurs play a high line regardless of how many men you have on the field. So.
No, that's true. But don't you think it's more work when it's literally a man down?
No, you still would have been in that.
It is.
It's four defenders out there, bro.
No, because you have to cover more. See, considering as well that I think it was Højbjerg who played next to him, ended up playing next to him. Like, bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be.
Jez,
Like I said, man. Like I said, 11 man, 11 versus 11. His hamstring doesn't explode, man. I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping. No, like see, I rather take a loss than any injuries. No, no.
Oh, that's shameful, bro.
Are you telling me 11v11? That incident. Van de Ven doesn't end up chasing.
See, 11, I don't think we lose the game. Jackson definitely doesn't get his hat trick.
I didn't say lose the game. I said you would have lost the game 11v11 anyway.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, you would have.
No, I'm genuinely.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Whatever. Yeah. I guess we'll like shout out to Kanye. I guess we will never know.
Hey, Jackson, bro. Yeah. I need you to end your
Nico Jackson owns your stadium.
Brian, don't you want to see? Brian, don't you want to see the Netherlands perform well? Like him being in the team will be.
No, I'm not Danish. I don't care about all of that.
Don't you have like any
about my country, bro?
Don't you have like any Danish people out there? Like, did you know?
No.
All right, man. Fair enough, man. You just a prime
Danish
hater.
women are not my thing. They're not my thing, so I don't care.
You just a prime hater, man. Literally like in your word, man. But I'm going to my prediction though. Before I got shamelessly interrupted by Prime. The bridge is a funny place, man. It doesn't matter if Chelsea shit, good, or mediocre.
Somehow scam a win. Yeah, no, I hate it.
Not even scam. They just always go and beat our asses.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
we always smoke them, bruv.
They'll say like we can go for. We can be in a relegation battle or mid-table battle or European battle or league title if that's ever going to happen again anytime soon. And these guys will probably still stop us regardless how bad or how good they are. So, and the fact that how bad we've just been playing as of late, in my opinion, I think Chelsea is just going to win the game. If you're really just going to be on, if I really have to be honest, I'll probably say 3-1 or 3-2 because we have shown we can definitely score goals, but can we score goals but also make sure we keep the clean sheet and keep it clean out there? I don't know, but I just have a bad feeling that Chelsea probably just gonna go and get the result. Hence why I'll probably just over. That's why another reason why I'm skipping the game as well. I can't be out seeing the game and Chelsea. And then man. But if you ask me for my shameless result, 1-0 Tottenham, own goal by Palmer. That's my shameless result.
You want to talk about shameless, Jez? I say 2-1 Tottenham. Timo Werner scores the winner, bro.
Nah, he's out for the season. He's out for the season.
He's out for the season.
Oh, he's out for the season. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Advantage Tottenham, bro. Advantage Tottenham.
Hey, but SHIK can happen next season, isn't it? When they pay up 16
million. Bro, don't get twisted. I wanted if Werner were to get signed, at least sign him by him scoring the winner against Chelsea. But that's what
happen. I wanted. I wanted Werner and Kai Havertz to dunk on you, man, in the same week, man. That's what I wanted.
Shut the fuck
up.
It's
like 2 different weeks. I needed that. I needed that. But it is what it is.
And you wonder why I don't come back to your channel more regularly, bro. None of this bullshit, bro. Telling me Timo Werner to dunk on my club, bro. That's shocking.
You're lucky he's not playing tomorrow, man. Seriously, you're lucky.
For what?
You guys another Twitch stream at halftime? I think he's talking about tomorrow's game. But hey, listen, we're gonna close out. I was gonna do the stream for an hour. Looks like it went past. It's almost 2 hours now. But hey, big up to the panelists, of course. Every single time. Prime, Jez. Well, go on, Jez. Yeah.
Nah, sorry. I just saw. I think it's full time now in the game. Come on, 1-0.
There you go, man.
Yeah. I think I just saw a comment. Somebody say another Twitch stream at halftime. Hey, I'll be honest, because I wanted to go live on that day anyways, and since the game was pretty much over, I just couldn't be asked to just stay and just watch the game. So I said, you know what, I'll be honest, I'm not watching the game, so probably no stream at halftime.
Hashtag back your club.
Back the club hype, man. I'm a fake fan, man. That's what they call me, man. Pain.
Are you on loan as well?
Hey, this is one.
Yeah. No, he's permanent transfer to Dortmund. Dortmund's his team.
Huh? Nah, bro. I've been following the Dortmund trade actually for people think I've been on loans in Dortmund. No, I've been following Dortmund for a longer time than people think.
Yeah. So Jez is a Dortmund fan, man. I'm buzzing. 1-0 win. But anyways, like I said, people, obviously shout out to the panelists every single time for coming through for this video. It was a little bit of a late notice, but I absolutely appreciate you guys, especially you, Jez, too. He even said it himself. He told me in our text where he didn't want to do this because he's not going to watch the game, but he still showed up. So absolutely respect to you, my guy. Prime, Will, Mdinero, who was here earlier as well. Shout out to you guys as well, man. Every single time for trying to support this channel and trying to grow it, man. So I appreciate you guys a lot. For everybody in the chat, thank you guys for tuning in and liking the video, engaging with us, letting us know your thoughts about Gallagher and all these different people. So appreciate that. Absolutely. In terms of what I do have coming up next, I am. Let's see. We will have Mud Brothers on Monday. It will slightly be at a different time, though. I do need to talk to the rest of the people because United are playing at the same time. We normally go live for Mud, so I will either try to do it before or I will try to do it after. So stay tuned for that. Other than that,
bruv, you're drinking West Palace, mate. Is that right?
Yeah, we'll do it after so that people don't say that I'm ducking the Mud Brother challenge or whatever. So we'll just do it after the game. I'll take my shots. I don't mind, man. I'll take my shot at the start of the show. I really don't care. I'll take it right now. Fucking hell, I already know we're gonna lose to Palace, but okay, it is what it is. But big up to everyone, man. Yeah, Mateta, Dagger, Eze, Elise, yeah, man, they finna ball on us. So it is what it is, man. But we move. But like I said, in terms of what I have coming up next, it's probably gonna be Mud. I don't have any other streams this weekend, but we'll go to everybody else. Prime, before we do close out, any last couple of things that you want to say, my friends?
Yeah, thank you for having me on, bro.
Of course, man. Every single time.
I will probably, unless Sarcasm City do another stream today or something, I will be clipping up some of this stream for like TikTok and stuff, just like my prediction and stuff like that, and the Combined 11. So yeah, follow me on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff, and on Twitter. Yeah, but thanks for having me on, Cheek. I appreciate it. It was a good stream.
Man, every single time. Yeah, every single time. And I kind of hinted at it a little bit earlier too, but later on when the season is over, we're going to do a couple of shows on SHIK TV where we're going to have Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, Spurs fans. We'll even try to get a Man City fan, a Liverpool fan. We're going to do kind of like a team of the season. We're going to do kind of like a keep, sell, bench type of thing for next season, all that type of stuff. We'll have a lot of content coming up, and obviously Prime, I will definitely shout you for that. But every single time, bro, appreciate you being on the channel. Will, long time since we've seen you on SHIK TV, but you got anything coming up, or can we see you on Mud Brothers this Monday, man?
Highly unlikely because man's busy normally with the football and shit. But when I get the chance, I'll try my best to jump on again. But I appreciate you for having me as always, man. So big up yourself.
Man, you already know.
Big up yourself, and let's hope Chelsea finally win a game tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I hear you 100%. You already know, man. Just the link is one text away. Whenever you need a link, just let me know, man. If someone's pissing you off about some sort of like slander or something, just let me know, man. I'll send you the link. No problem. But
sounds good to me, brother.
Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Jez, we'll go to you, man. Last but not least, everybody's links are in the description too, people. I'm going to post it in the chat as well. Everyone's links are in the description, so definitely subscribe to them. Follow up all their channels, their socials, all of that stuff, man, if you guys haven't already. But Jez, last but not least, we'll go to you, man. You got any Twitch streams coming up anytime soon?
Obviously, before I go to that, big up to everyone in the chat, big up everyone in the panel. Obviously, Cheek knew that I wasn't really up for I'm not up for the game in general, but I wanna support the Bandem. But I'm always gonna be available. So of course, man. I had to do it for the Mandem, and I couldn't let Mdinero just be the only Tottenham fan coming on here. Considering Will and Prime was here as well. So now shout out to him as well. Obviously, speaks a lot of truth about Tottenham, which I agree a lot of his opinion as well. Big up to you, Cheek as well, Prime as well, you punk. Big up Will as well.
Also, Jez, I hear what you said on Sarcasm City like a week ago, saying that you wanted Chelsea to get to the final, so I can use 3 finals in a year. I heard that.
Prime, would you rather lose 3 finals or not be in the final for 20 years?
Because you guys should have seen Prime when Nigeria made it to the final, and it was so good. It was so good, but I enjoyed it, bro. So I wanted Chelsea to get to the FA Cup final and then United to dunk on them. So
Hey,
Ah,
that
nah,
was
it would
such a
be
good
beautiful.
time, man. AFCON stream, that was such a good time around at Sarcasm City Twitch and stuff. If you guys haven't already checked that out, I think they should still be there. But yeah, definitely check out all that stuff. And
Yeah.
AFCON streams were absolutely so much fun, especially the final too.
Yeah,
But
bro,
Jez
wow.
has dropped his link.
Q&A.
Yeah, but yeah, better yeah. I dropped my.
That was.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. By the way, people, I
Yeah.
took my Twitch here on Hokage Chess on Twitch, and obviously I'm doing football. As of right now, I'm just doing football manager streams. I haven't been on as of late because I'm just trying to get some things sorted. I'm trying to sort out the copyright situation so I can actually play some actual tunes from Spotify instead of just some non-copyright music. So
Yeah.
trying to figure out, but I'm planning to be live tomorrow, hopefully, before all these games gone, so you guys have at least on stream. Even though I'm probably gonna be watching the Europa League games,
Yeah.
but yeah, you guys just can find me there. Maybe I'm actually planning to bring some Elden Ring or even maybe some Dragon Dogma 2 as well to the channel, so you guys can see me actually play on some hardcore games, difficulty, of course. So you guys just follow if you guys just into gaming and want to see me play games, man, and see me raging out there, calling the game trash and all that. That's the right place to come to the Twitch, man. Not just me talking about football all the time, man.
Hey, there you go, man. Like he said it himself. Follow him on Twitch so that every time Jez does go live, you guys will get a notification every single time he does. But other than that, like I said, we will close out. Before I do close out, though, there is something that I do want to share to United fans, especially fans who wanted Sancho out of the club. I'm just gonna leave this for you guys real quick. Let's just have a look at this, people. It's essential for you guys, right? In a semifinal of a Champions League game, right? Jadon Sancho has completed the most dribbles in the match. Jadon Sancho has won the most duels in the match. Jadon Sancho has created the most chances in the match. But he's not good enough. And he disrespected our manager and all that type of stuff, right? Hey, this is what I'm just gonna leave this here, right? Sancho could be potentially in a Champions League final, and we'll basically just end it at that. But big up to all you guys, man. Yeah, exactly. You don't train well though, right? You don't train well.
Hey, bro,
I'll take
obviously, I keep saying this about the Sancho situation. Like for me, regardless who the next manager wants, like just from a personal view, from somebody that's been watching him in Dortmund for years since he ever came in, I think he just has to be United just in general, regardless who comes. I know there's certain United fans who want him back, which I get because he has there's still quality in him. But I always say that I just think he just needs a reset where he can just be focused, and I think United is just not going to be the place for him to be finding that reset button again. I just don't see it.
Yeah, 100%. And today is a good example of how it's crazy how a manager who actually believes in you and trusts you and a good environment around you can bring your confidence back. And we've seen that today. And I'm not, sitting here and saying, oh, Sancho's like the best player in the world. Look at this, like look at that. But if I'm judging his loan spell at Dortmund right now, if he's in a Champions League semifinal, potentially in a final, can you really say that it was a failed loan? Like he's definitely helped out the team, especially today.
No,
I think
he's been good. Like
Yeah,
I talked
I
about it
think he's
before.
been good,
I think there's been games where he's been bad, and I think it's understandable. 6 months loan hasn't played football like that. But I think there's also games where he's been very good. But there's a lot of people, who even when he has good games, they're trying to discredit him. I'm like, nah, this is just your personal. That's just your personal feelings towards this guy. No,
you just hate him, where you don't want to look at any of his positives. Like you just want to always bring up his negatives. But it is what it is, man. There's just the space itself and football fans itself, right? Some people just view the game a lot different than us. But it is what it is. But yes, people, we will be closing out finally, obviously. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in every single time, man. This was the Chelsea versus Spurs match preview. Tomorrow they will be playing, so we will definitely be tuned in for that game. I don't have anything coming up in the near future, but my mind might change. I might, come up with a crazy idea for a video, and I might just upload one. So we'll see. But big up to everyone, man. We will catch you all in the next one. So big up. Take care, man.